Hello guys and welcome back. I hope you enjoyed my part 1 to my 5-part series. Here's part 2 of my World of Tanks journey, as I'm showing you every single tank that I have. I'm going to be playing every single tank, and eventually I'll get through them all. I have different tiers, as you can see. They're not all tier 5 or tier 4 or whatever. I have a few different tiers. Right now we're playing a tier 4, and you can get mixed with a tier above, below, or your same tier when playing against enemies or with your teammates. And as you see right now, I am actually, and you get like ranked, I guess how important you are in the team. And right now I am the second ranked most important guy, so that means I need to make sure to hold up my part of the bargain here, or my part of my team, and support my team, as I am like one of the more important guys. So I need to make sure that I'm putting out a massive amount of damage here. And as you see, I mean, there is just an enemy line of tanks right here, and not a lot of support from our team. And so I'm getting a little bit frisky here. I'm a little bit in a dangerous spot, and I'm seeing my teammate right there just getting pummeled, and I want to help him out, but there's not much I honestly can do. So I'm just gonna go ahead and just surge down. And you know what? Normally I would not do this. I would not get in a line of enemy tanks. That's a bad idea. But as this guy's kind of on his own, I was gonna take him out, but obviously they know where I'm at. As you can see, all the bullets just whizzing by me. Everyone's targeting me. There's a TD there. Obviously this is a little bit of a frisky, dangerous spot. I definitely do not want to be in this position right now. So I'm gonna go ahead and try to take out this TD. Why not? Try to take out this tier 3 TD, so it's not a tier 4. He is a little bit below me. He's not as powerful as I am. We're gonna go ahead and punish him a little bit, get him real low in health, so that way my teammates can finish him off. I was able to bounce that 80 damage bullet, which wouldn't be that dangerous in the first place, honestly, but that's fine. We're gonna go ahead and put that TD on really low health, and then the Matilda, and watch how close this bullet is. I mean, it typically basically just went through me. I mean, it literally just went through me. I don't know how I didn't get hit right there. I'm gonna get pummeled on every side basically, but even though I died, and even though I just got pummeled in every direction, I was able to hold off basically the entire enemy team. And so my team is going to be able to go through and finish them off, because while I was holding every single one of the enemy team, they were able to pick off the 1 or 2 bad guys that weren't in that huge group of bad guys there. And so I was able to basically protect my team, and I was kind of like, honestly, I was baiting the entire enemy team, really, so that way my good guys, my team, could basically just sit back and just free fire aim at them, conserve their health, and then later on they can kind of have the second wave of the battle and go through and end them off there. And as you see, battle ending quickly. We only have 1 enemy left, and we have 2 good guys on our side, so we obviously did really well on that one. And yes, even though I died, I still was able to put out 1,000 damage, which is pretty good, and I was noted as an effective player by one of my teammates, which is kind of rare to get. So honestly, I feel like, yeah, I did die, but I did do pretty well, and we're gonna go ahead and thank him by naming him an effective player as well. So anyways, on to the second battle. Yeah, I did die, but I did do pretty well, I would think. So we're gonna go left here, and with my majority of my team, we're all kind of confused. We're all just kind of looking at each other, and we're not doing much. We're just going in a big old circle, and everyone's just kind of like lost and confused. Which way are we going? Because as your teammates, you obviously want to stay in a group. You obviously want to try and stay, majority of your guys want to stay together. You want to stay together because then you have a higher DPS, and you can single out tanks and win battles like that. Basically, if you go against 1 enemy tank, and you see 1 enemy tank, and you have all your good guys in one group, you can quickly go through that 1 enemy tank, and then there's 1 less enemy tank, and you just do that over and over and over again, and basically until there's no enemy more tanks anymore. So that's kind of how you want to do it. You want to stick together. You're stronger that way, and you can put your big uglies, the big tanks with a lot of armor, in front, while your light tanks can stay in back and conserve their health like that. And you can do that with the TDs too, so that way they can just output a massive amount of damage while your big strong tanks are going through there. But yeah, that's kind of the idea of it. And we see a TD just running through the desert right there. Tier 3 TD just running through. So my good guys are going to go ahead and end him off real quickly. So obviously they don't need any more help. and they're both going for that kill right there. And I see a PZ3. And I love the German PZ3, the PZ4, and the PZ5. Those are absolutely super OP tanks in my opinion. They're super strong. I really like them because they're a medium, quote unquote, medium tank, but they move as fast as a light tank, and they have a super strong gun, almost like a TD. So they are a very strong tank indeed. So I want to make sure to end this guy, or at least put a lot of rounds into him, because he's super strong. And then I get flanked by a tier 4 M7, which is you know, obviously kind of on par with me right here. You know, I have a, you know, I don't even remember what I have, but it's an American tank, and he's basically even, he's kind of an even match right here, but he has more health points than me. So I'm actually low, and then my teammates over the hill shoot him right there. I got teammates that go and plunk him. I was a little bit scared. I thought, you know, I was gonna die right here, but my teammates come in clutch, and they all, you know, crowd him right there. So I wasn't on my own, thank goodness. My teammates go and help me. Those two tanks are too far off really for me to help, but we are going to try anyways. Basically we go one by one over this bridge, which takes forever, and then we finally go and we see a tank destroyer. And I'm like, oh, this is going to be easy, because basically a tank destroyer, I think I told you before, it doesn't have a turret, and so, you know, wherever it points its gun, that's where the tank has to move. Whereas I have a turret, so I don't have to move my tank to, you know, move my turret. And so basically this guy's kind of, you know, he's in a rough spot, because, you know, every time he moves his tank, see, I can just pin him right here and he can't even shoot me. I just got to get on the side where his gun isn't. And so we're able to take him down super quickly like that. And yeah, it was a pretty easy battle. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching my part 2 series of my part 2 of my 5-part series of World of Tanks. We're going to be playing every single tank that I have, and I want to say thank you for everyone who's been watching all my content so far. We have lots more content besides the World of Tanks, but we're going to go ahead and finish off this series. We got 3 more videos, so make sure to stay tuned for them, guys. I promise they do get a lot better and a lot funnier actually, so make sure to stay tuned for that. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a tanktastic rest of your day. Alright guys, peace.